Good morning, afternoon, or evening, beloveds, whenever this message finds you, this video. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. My name is Princess Leah, and you can see here we are recapping the Tea and Tarot Tuesday energy for the Libra reading last night. If you like to see the unfolding of the live Tea and Tarot Tuesday, you can check out my Tea and Tarot Tuesday playlist in my description box below. And that is, again, a live chat where I'm face to face to camera, and we are tuning into this energies. And then, yeah, so some people really like to see that, see my face. If that's you, go check it out. But if this is also something that you prefer to see the pictures so that they can give you a little bit of a different message, then sometimes listening back to the live unfolding and then seeing this in this route, in this way, can give you even more meanings. So however it is your jam, take it as needed, and definitely feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel on your way in or out of this reading. Thank you so much for your support. So today I sat with the Libra energy from last night a little bit this morning. I felt like there was a lot of things I was sitting with that wasn't necessarily pertaining to Libra, but I think that the energy that opened up last night was because of Libra's reading. And it was very powerful. There was a lot around, allowing yourself to be the highest version of yourself, to tap into your sovereignty, whatever that looks like. So you can even see here with the columns from the divine feminine, the divine masculine, messages from spirit, and then we have some oracles over here from Lemuria and the Four Agreements. Look at all of this high divinity, high potentiality is what I'm hearing too. The king and queen, the crone and queen. We have the emperor, the empress, the lovers. We'll go into it. But I just think that it was really beautiful to encompass this energy for Libra, because I think this actually really stems from the full moon in Libra that we had last weekend, that we're still feeling those effects of. It was potent energy, especially with the double whammy of Venus going direct on the same day, which rules Libra. So lots of Venus energy around your highest version of yourself, your abundance, your sovereignty. I just saw 333 on the camera. So you and divinity, I'm hearing you, me, and divinity, right? That is the feminine, the masculine, balanced. Libras are the scale of balance, of the highest, what's the word? The highest capacity that you can hold and be in human form. And that's where this Queen of Wands is coming through. First, that came out not even shuffling. As I was putting the decks together, the Divine Feminine with the Modern Goddess Tarot wanted to come out saying, I'm activating my purpose. Sorry for the glare. I'm activating my purpose by journaling, writing out, speaking up, sharing my story. You are writing your story, Divine Feminine. You are showing up in your sovereignty and trusting in your truth. Sorry for the background noise. I'm hearing don't let the background noises affect where it is that you are going. Don't let the background distractions. Even look, now it's trying to focus, take you out of focus on where you know you are going. Yeah, this background noise didn't start until I started this live. So I think that's very interesting. So if it's bothering you, I apologize. But I do think this as a message that there are going to be background noises. There are going to be distractions as you are activating your purpose. And it can be really effing annoying, right? It can really try to pull you out of focus. But just keep trusting your intuition like this cat. Keep trusting your intuition. Keep following your independent path. The Queen of Wands is the queen who is confident in herself. You've been doing a lot of, I'm hearing inner child work. Maybe you're doing a lot of self-reflective work. Maybe this Venus retrograde season, the past 6 weeks, really helped open you to reviewing and reflecting on yourself as you show up in this world, in your relationships. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Crone of Cups, which is the King of Cups equivalent in the Modern Goddess deck. And so the Crone of Cups, you see how this is about emotional maturity. How even in the midst of the waters, you might be feeling like you are surrounded. This is around your emotions. The cups are your emotions. So even if you feel like you are surrounded by an ocean of emotions, you might be a writer, a songwriter. That's what you're seeing. I just heard a song that has not been written called The Ocean of Emotions. Maybe that is a real song. But I'm just hearing that that is your poem right now. That's your story. In the midst of the ocean of my emotions, I'm still going to have power over it. And regardless of the outside voices, distractions, gremlins, I'm going to trust that as long as I stay true, as long as I don't let myself get emerged or submerged in these emotions, that I will be able to merge and celebrate, come into this beautiful space of union with my sovereignty, with my soul tribe, right? With my soul partner, with the Queen and Crone. So trust. You have the moon energy, which I thought was really beautiful. Let me bring this over here just so you can see it a little bit. The moon at the bottom of the deck is the bottom of the deck is the strongest energy that you don't see coming. So that full moon in Libra really is activating your dreams. You may be having some vivid dreams. I woke up twice last night, between 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. and had 2 completely different dreams. And I had to write them down. That's how much it took me out. It woke me up. So maybe that's the same for you. There's messages in your dreams. There are things being worked on. Trust your emotions. The moon also rules our emotions. Trust your intuition. The moon also rules our feminine energy of our sacred sensuality, the senses that we can feel but not see. And when you do that, you can sense that incoming. You can sense that there is a partnership on its way, of equal partnership. You can sense with that Chariot card under here that it is incoming, but it is out of this world. The earth back here, little tiny earth, it is out of this world love, out of this world partnership. It's going to be equal. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be fair. And I'm not hearing equal, balanced, and fair based on what you think is equal, balanced, and fair, Libra. I'm hearing what is equal, balanced, and fair to the greatest and highest good of all. Libra, yes, you do have a strong intuition around knowing what is equal, balanced, and fair. If you are in your sovereignty, if you are in a healthy, balanced, healed version of yourself, if you are in an emotionally balanced version and mature version of yourself, and it's not in a, last night we were talking about leaky energy. That's been my focus of teaching for myself lately. It's been that was newly introduced for me, because this is what Libra Venus energy is helping us master within ourselves, is our energy, is not letting the emotions overwhelm us, is not letting our external circumstances take us out, our past history, our story take us out. Okay, and I'm speaking, it turned into us, like Venus, Libra energy, the feminine energy of Libra is teaching us this. But I'm also hearing this as something for the feminine energy for Libras, sun, moon, rising, wherever it is in your chart, to look at within yourself. Again, this is what you don't see coming. Union, celebration, partnership. Trust your intuition. Okay? I hope that helps, Divine Feminine. Now, the Divine Masculine over here is doing the same thing. Activating purpose. Activating purpose by taking that leap of faith. Not giving a damn who might be calling him a fool. Right? Activating the purpose that I am going to take this leap. And I know that my purpose is to lead me somewhere, even if it looks like it's off of a cliff. But it's a path that no one is willing to go, because it's a path that is not meant for anyone else. 12:21 on the clock. So there's a lot of mirroring happening between the Divine Feminine and Masculine, is what I'm hearing as well. Aries energy with this Fool card. Not to mention more Aries energy with this Emperor here at the bottom of the deck. So what you don't see, Divine Masculine, is that by you taking the leap of faith and tapping into what some may consider as foolish, a journey that might seem foolish to the eye. It could be a new project, a business plan, an investment. You know, I'm hearing people who who would ridicule for investing in things like Apple or Google back in the day and be like, that's silly. Why would you do that? You're wasting your money. And then now look, right? And so that's what I'm hearing for you. Don't lose focus. You see how this camera keeps trying to focus. Stay focused. Even if you have to adjust your sight every so often, stay focused. You are the leader of your life. You are the ruler of your kingdom. I love this, right? You're the author of your story. Divine Feminine and Masculine are on the same idea, on the same page. In fact, so much so, we have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles underneath. The King of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands underneath. With the Ten of Pentacles underneath. Like, y'all, Divine Masculine ain't playing right now. You are not. You are here and you are ready, and you know that you are here for something very special. You are here to set a legacy, generational wealth, where you will be remembered. You are going to be remembered for lifetimes after you. You are going to build a stable generational security for your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, all because of the path. For some, it really is, I'm hearing, an investment in something. It could, and again, or a business that's starting, or you've been working on. But what it's doing, look at this king and queen. The queen of wands mirroring the queen of wands over here with the feminine. Masculine, you know who your queen of wands is. Look at you looking over here at your queen of wands as she's looking forward, right? As she's looking ahead. He's looking and watching. So I'm hearing Janae Aiko and John Legend, You Move, I Move song. That might be a significant song for some of you. But I'm hearing that as the feminine and masculine movement and flow with each other. When you move, I move. Right? And so I'm hearing that it's like as the when the feminine moves, because the feminine energy, regardless of gender, it's all within us. We all carry both, right? That's where this unk is coming from for the emperor, that balance of feminine masculine energy. But the feminine energy does come first because it's the non-physical. It's the thought, it's the seed, it's the idea, it's the insight, it's the sense, the sixth, seventh, and eighth sense that you feel before you see it, touch it, taste it, smell it. When you connect with that feminine energy within yourself, then the masculine can follow suit. The masculine energy is what brings those ideas into fruition. If you look at it from the partnership kind of aspect of external partnership, you could say it, and I'm just going to say it in heteronormative, ways for sake of ease. So I hope that's okay. But let's say a woman says, "Oh, wouldn't it? I think that I can just see that the TV would look really good over here and the couch would look really good over there." And what do they say? What's the saying? You give a woman a house, she makes a home. You give a woman some food, she makes a meal, right? It's because that Empress energy that we're going to get to. Okay, that's some loud background energy, right? The background noise, I apologize for it. Let me see if I can turn it off, or at least close. Because again, this is a message that don't let the distractions of outside noises take you away from the truth between the movement and the flow of your idea to the conception, to the birth of that idea. And so even in a divine partnership, it might seem foolish to the eye to take this leap of faith with this person, or to take this leap of faith with this business deal, or to take a leap of faith with this partner, business partner, or relationship partner. Take it as it resonates. But when you do, when you trust in the direction that you are going to leap on, when you invest in this connection, this is what was going to lead you to. It's going to lead you to your empire. It's going to lead you when you follow that feminine instinct of the senses, your intuition, the idea, the dream, the creativity, then you can manifest that into substance, masculine. The passion, the energetic passion of this Queen of Wands is bringing the fruition of stability from the King of Pentacles. That's building the empire of the Emperor. This is beautiful energy. That's what's going to bring the legacy that you seek, regardless of whether it is in however that looks for you. So there's the Four of Swords underneath that. So this is time to really reflect on what that looks like, what it is that you're building, where it is that you're going, how it is that you're trusting. So some messages from Spirit over here. Two of Crystals and the Six of Swords want to come out first. The Tea formation here, if you're new to my channel, my Tea and Tarot Tuesdays, we pull affirmations from the tea, from the tea bags, because I am a fellow tea maker myself. So this one says, trust is the question, love is the solution. Trust, the Two of Pentacles, that things are balancing and harmonizing, Libra. Trust that you know exactly where to go and how to move and how to lead and what story to share in order for the balance and harmony to occur. The Six of Swords, you see how, look, turning it upright, you see how there's this big storm, this big fog. So she's not really sure how to move or where to go. She can't see past it. But with it in reverse, it's like, trust that this fog is about to clear. Trust in the love that is growing. Trust in the love of your purpose, of your passion. Trust that even if you can't see what you are doing right now is leading you to, that it is leading you to live fully in conscious love. It is leading you to attract abundance. This is nothing but Venus energy right here with the Empress and the Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. It is leading you to attract your Empress, Divine Masculine, to your Emperor. It's leading you to live fully in love as your highest divine self. The Emperor and the Empress cannot be any more divine. They are literally the embodiment of the divine feminine and masculine. So you're not going from pages anymore. You're not going from knights. You are going from kings and queens to emperors and empresses. Yes. That's the next step in this timeline. You have done the work, Libra. You've done the work. You've been a page. You've been a little boy. You've been a little girl. You're not that little boy or little girl anymore. You're showing up as the queen. You're showing up as the queen, moving into the empress. You're showing up as king, the fool, because you know you are the emperor. You know that you're going to have to take risks in love. You're going to have to take risks in your journey, in your career, in order to fully align with the merging. You see the two Vesica Pisces as they are merging the feminine and masculine spheres into that third entity of divinity, of source, the magic that becomes one, the synergy when two become one. Beautiful. When two become one. 221 might be a significant number for you, from 2 to 1. So stand, the bottom of the deck. Stand in your truth. Stand up for what you know is your truth. Again, going back to don't let those external distractions take you from being in alignment with who you are. My daily divine downloads that were coming through before this live was about boundaries. And Libra, you are good with boundaries because you are that justice card of keeping the scales balanced. If you are in your, high light aspect, shadow aspects of Libra can be more of like the imbalance of martyrdom, giving more, sacrificing everything and not leaving anything for yourself. But if you are in that high vibe, light aspect of the Libra energy, then you know how to use discernment. You're the Queen of Swords. You know how to use the discernment of your head and your heart to work together. And I was hearing about boundaries today, and I had to write it down. I left my notebook over there, but I'm going to share with what came through off the top of my head. Boundaries is not about protecting. It's about aligning. And that's where we get a little bit taken off when because there is a thin line between boundaries and protection. And the space, the difference is your intention. If your intention is the difference between protecting and, okay. Like I said, it's off the top of my head and I just wrote it down. So let me sit with spirit. The difference between, in setting boundaries, there's a thin line between setting boundaries and making transactions. Thank you, Spirit. And that difference is your intention. Thank you, Spirit. So let me go into this, and I'm going to probably do a shorter live about it, just specifically because it really hit home. And it was like the best way I could ever understand boundaries, because I struggle with boundaries as a Pisces stellium. And also as an Aries sun, I just be like, I'm going to just jump over here. And if it, crosses your boundaries, I'm sorry. So, learning that, and I also have Libra parents. So, I definitely had to learn a lot from, what a boundary is based off what a boundary is not. And what I'm learning also is that when the intention behind setting a boundary is based in fear, like I have to protect myself from being hurt or being a fool or being taken advantage of, that is when the boundary turns into a transaction. Because then it goes with the energy of I won't give this to you until you give this to me. And that's where we also get a little bit sticky in reciprocity, thinking that that is reciprocity. So it all comes down to this intention. And if it's coming out of fear, then we place expectations around I'm going to be hurt. Because we're coming from the energy that I'm going to be hurt. So this is something that Libra, this reading for Libra, is wanting you to really hear. It may not resonate with you yet, and it may not ever resonate with you, and that's okay. But this is what's coming through. For those it does resonate with. Don't force it if it doesn't. So, like I said, now on the other hand of the intention, if it's coming from a place of love, if it's coming from a place of alignment, then the boundary you're setting is based on not to protect from being hurt, but to align with your highest self. Okay? That's where all the Emperor, Empress, Queen of Wands, King and Queens are coming through. King of Cups, Throne of Cups, King of Pentacles, right? From your highest self. Your highest self. You are already standing as the sovereign king and queen, Libra. So either this is the energy that Libra is teaching you if you're not a Libra watching, Or this is the message that Spirit wants to speak on for you, Libra. Take it as it resonates. Maybe you have Aries energy as well. So, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries masculine. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. But anyway, what I'm hearing is with this boundary of, is it coming from, are you setting it based on fear of not wanting to be hurt? Or are you coming from a place of love and being in alignment with your truth? That is the difference to your wholeness. I love that the journey to wholeness is right underneath that. That is the journey to your wholeness. That is staying in alignment with your truth. Express your truth and seek to know the truth of your heart, the truth of your soul. Sorry for the glare. There we go. And that is how you can know if your boundaries are being set healthily. Boundaries are not to be set to protect. Boundaries are set to align. Number 33, the journey to wholeness. Really beautiful. We're in Aries season too. I just realized this with all this Aries energy for the masculine. So this could be current energy. Obviously, it's the strongest energy, but energy is timeless. But at the time of this reading, we're in Aries energy, or Aries season. So this could be current of how you're feeling. Ready to take that leap, activating your purpose to tap into, you know, your true highest divinity. Divinity. I'm Jamaican, so we Rasta say divinity. But that is the message I'm hearing. So that's where this message here from the Four Agreements, relinquish the need to change others, is important. Don't make assumptions that the other person is going to hurt you. Don't make assumptions that the other person can't love you if they're not exactly the way you want them to be. When you make boundaries based on wanting to not be hurt, based on trying to protect yourself from getting hurt or being taken advantage of, you're not allowing the true flow of source of love to come through, because you're in the shield space of protection. But if you are in the space of alignment, of being true to your soul, that is for you. And that means, and that prevents, I just saw 3311, that prevents and relinquishes the need to change others. It relinquishes the need to change them. And what it does is it allows you to stay in alignment with your truth, with your wholeness. So speak with integrity. The three birds both coming out, so that might be significant for someone. The three birds, the doves, white doves of innocence, of purity, purification, truth, integrity. Be impeccable with your word. Honest, in alignment with your truth, with your soul path, with your soul truth, with your divine self, and manifest your true intentions underneath that. All be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions, okay? So this is beautiful. I hope that this helps. I hope that this makes sense. And if it does, definitely hit that like button. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you'd like to be part of our vibe tribe, where we're healing the heart of a woman and the soul of mankind through conscious love. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, if any of this is resonating for you, you can do so. My information's in my description box below. And you will receive a 1 ounce loose leaf handcrafted tea from my FemRems apothecary. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, have a beautiful day. Peace and love. Namaste.